All right, everyone. Let's talk about a tool that's completely changing the game for how developers build AI. We're not just talking about chatbots anymore. We're talking about smart agents that can run entire workflows for you. And we're going to see how you can now build all of it from one single place. So let's just kick things off with a big what if, especially for all you developers and AI engineers watching. What if you could take the whole messy, complex process of building a secure, powerful, data-driven AI agent and just pull all of that right into the one tool you probably already have open all day? I mean, no more juggling a dozen different apps and windows. That is the huge promise we are digging into today. Okay, so let's get into it. To really appreciate why this new way is so good, we first have to understand the old way, the pain points developers face when they try to build these things from scratch. You know, building a real AI agent that's actually useful is like running an obstacle course. You've got to deal with tough enterprise security, then you're trying to connect to these massive, sprawling data systems, and on top of all that, you're juggling a whole ecosystem of different tools. It's just fragmented, and it slows everything way down. So, that's the mess. The question is, how do you clean it up? Well, let's look at the solution that promises to bring all those scattered pieces together into one development cockpit. And here it is, Microsoft Foundry. It's an extension for Visual Studio Code, and you should really just think of it as mission control for the entire AI agent lifecycle. It's all about bringing Microsoft's powerful AI services right into the editor you already live in every day. And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? The before and after. The old way was a headache, jumping between different apps to configure, test, and deploy. The new way with Foundry, it's all one integrated experience. You build it, you test it in a live playground, you tweak it, all from that one VS Code window. Okay, let's get our hands dirty. How do you actually build one of these agents from scratch? This is where we get into the nitty-gritty of giving the agent its core identity and telling it what its job is.
Quick pause for a second. If this video is helping you understand AI and Azure concepts more clearly, take 1 second to hit the like button so YouTube knows this content is useful. And if you're interested in learning more about AI, Azure, and real-world AI development, consider subscribing to the channel. I regularly post practical tutorials, labs, and certification guides like this. Also, I'm curious, what AI topic are you currently learning or struggling with? Drop it in the comments below and I might create a future video around it. Your support really motivates me to keep producing free educational content for the AI community. Thanks you all for watching.
Getting started is seriously almost too easy. Once you've got the extension installed, it's just a couple of clicks. You open the Foundry pane, you hit that little plus icon, and bam, you're looking right at the configuration screen. No complex setup, no command line magic. And this is what you see first, the Agent Designer. It's this really clean visual interface where you start to define your agent's personality. You give it a name, you pick which AI model to use, and most importantly, you write the system instructions that tell it exactly how to behave. Now, here's the really clever part. As you're clicking around in that nice visual designer, the extension is generating and updating a YAML file for you in real time. This gives you the best of both worlds. A simple UI for making quick changes, and a code-first approach for when you need to do something more complex or check your work into source control. And listen, this part right here is where the real magic happens. An agent is only as smart as its instructions. You have to give it a super clear role, a personality, and you absolutely have to set boundaries on what it shouldn't do. It's basically like writing a detailed character sheet for your AI. An agent that can only talk is, well, it's just a chatbot. To make it truly useful, it needs to be able to do things. And that brings us to its most powerful feature, tools. Think of tools as giving your agent arms and legs. They're basically just functions that allow the agent to reach outside of its own brain to perform actions in the real world, like hitting a database, running a piece of code, or connecting to an external API. This is what turns it into an automation powerhouse. And the best part is, you don't have to build all this from scratch. Foundry comes with some really powerful tools right out of the box. For instance, the code interpreter lets your agent write and run Python code to do data analysis. And then there's file search, which lets it find answers by searching through your own private documents, which is a total game changer. Okay, so we've designed our agent's brain, and we've given it some superpowers with tools. Now, how do we make sure it actually works the way we want it to before we set it loose in the real world? This is the key question every single developer asks after they build something new, right? You need a fast, reliable way to test and make changes because that's what a good development cycle is all about. And the answer is the integrated playground. It's exactly what it sounds like, a chat window right inside VS Code, where you can have a real-time conversation with the agent you just built. You can check if it's following your instructions, see how it's using its tools, and test all the weird edge cases. This makes refining your agent incredibly fast. So once you're happy with how your agent is behaving in the playground, the final step is, well, it's almost laughably simple. The entire deployment process is just one single button click in the Agent Designer. The extension takes care of everything else, pushing your configuration up to the managed service on Azure. And this quote really just sums it all up perfectly. By bringing all these serious enterprise-grade capabilities into a familiar tool like VS Code, it's tearing down the barriers. It makes building these sophisticated AI agents accessible to way more developers. So what we've seen here is that building powerful AI agents isn't some complex puzzle anymore that only specialized teams can solve. It's being brought right into the developer's command center. The real shift here isn't just about the tools themselves. It's about what becomes possible when every single developer can create and deploy their own custom automation. So that leaves us with a big question. Now that building an agent is part of your workflow, what are you going to automate first?